We all know that natural disasters cannot be avoided, but we also do know that passing legislation for public safety can be. Texas lawmakers failed to pass a bill to improve local disaster warning systems this year. The measure, House Bill 13, would have created a new government council to establish the emergency response plan to administer the grant program, both of which would have been aimed at facilitating better communication between first responders. The bill also called for the plan to include the use of outdoor warning sirens like those used in tornado-prone Texas counties and develop new emergency alert systems. And the reason why the bill was not passed by the Republicans in the state of Texas is because it would have cost them $500 million. So they're more worried about how much it's going to cost over 10 years as opposed to the devastation that just occurred. As the disaster quickly unfolded in Kerr County, located in the heart of an area known for flash floods, much has been made of the fact that the county lacked a siren system that counties in other parts of Texas have to use to alert residents of tornadoes. Such a system has been considered before in Kerr County, but quickly dismissed because the high costs would fall alone on local taxpayers. But yet here we are in the state of Texas as taxpayers having to pay for the devastation that could have been prevented. Now, don't let these Republicans here in the state of Texas nor the administration gaslight you. A flash flood watch was issued by the National Weather Service by Thursday afternoon for the region. Thursday afternoon. Then in the middle of the night at 1:14 Friday, a flash flood warning was issued as possibly catastrophic for Bandera and Kerr counties, according to the National Weather Service. Those alerts would have automatically triggered wireless emergency alerts on enabled mobile devices, the Weather Service said. Now, we know that most of those campers did not have their cell phones on them because usually when you go to camp, they take their phones from them and they let them use it on occasion to call home. But see, the thing is, if they would have had those sirens on, it would have been able to alert the people in that area up and to include the RV sites. So what I'm guessing is that the Republicans did not want to spend $500 million to put in new technology, new warning systems for this area, which is known in Texas to be the most dangerous flash flood area in the state. But let's just see how much it's going to cost for recovery, for rescue, for all of the damage that occurred. It costs more to recover and rescue and repair all the damage that was occurred by this disaster than it would have to pass this damn bill. And right now, as it stands, there are 119 that have died. There are 171 people still missing. 59 of those that were unalived were adults, and 36 of those that were unalived were children. I think it's worth $500 million to put those systems in to avoid casualties and the loss of life. We all know what's going on in Central Texas. We all know the devastation that has occurred since last Thursday, since the 4th of July. We all know the amount of unalivings. Right now it's up to 95, and the majority of those are children. And as a resident who lives here in Central Texas, who has been under flash flood warning since last Thursday, where is Cancun Teddy Cruz? That's right. He left last Thursday to Athens, Greece, knowing that we were under flash flood warnings. This seems like deja vu all over again. Let me remind you that back in February of 2021, Texas was slammed with a winter storm that dumped 8 to 12 inches of snow. And we all know that Texas is not used to getting that amount of snow. Like, it does freeze, but that is very rare. Texas is on its own power grid, so therefore it doesn't fall on the national power grid, and the power grid failed. All while this was going on, all while pipes were bursting and freezing and people were unaliving because they were frozen, Teddy Cancun Cruz and his family, including his daughters, booked a vacation to Cancun, Mexico. I find it funny how Republicans want to kick Mexicans out of this country, but yet they'll go with no problem and go vacation on their beaches. While Texans are frozen and freezing and unaliving, he's over here trying to vacation. Let's fast forward it to 2025, and yet again, Texas is under another natural disaster. And where is Teddy Cancun Cruz? He is up, partying it up in Athens, Greece. Texas Senator Ted Cruz reportedly spent the weekend hitting tourist spots in Europe while a devastating Lone Star State flood unalived at least 90 campers in the Hill Country. The Republican lawmaker who infamously fled his home state for Mexico in 2021 when a freezing winter storm shut down Texas' power grid was spotted in Greece checking out the Parthenon on Saturday, according to the Daily Beast. This storm that hit Central Texas was not a surprise. This storm is a remnant of Hurricane Barry that went through Mexico and made its way up through southwest Texas into central Texas. The National Weather Service, as well as local meteorologists, as well as local news, were predicting that for the 4th of July, there would be torrential rains. So it's not a surprise, and he knew about it, but he still decided to leave the country. And when he was forced to leave Athens, Greece, after the devastating news, which he knew about, he decided to address the nation. He decided to address Texans today. And the only thing that came out of his mouth was, Texans are resilient. So he expects the residents of Texas to be resilient. But how about the people of Texas hold him accountable for all of the vacations that he takes? How about the people of Texas hold him accountable for stripping 17 million people off of healthcare insurance? When are Texans going to wake up and see that Republicans are not for the people? They're good at slashing everything that is there to help public safety, to help the people, and all they know how to do is strip them away so that they can line their fucking pockets. I hope that this is a lesson to all of the Texans that live here, the ones that vote red up and down the ballot. And although natural disasters should not be politicized, it really truly is, because had these Republicans heeded the warnings of the National Weather Service, those lives could have been saved. So regarding the last video that I made regarding 2 girls who were allegedly found downstream in Center Point, Texas, from the campsite Camp Mystic, regarding the Guadalupe River flood, was not true. I believe a lot of the news sources from that area had to retract their post. I went ahead and posted it I did a video about it because it was posted by the news, and that was local news in that area. So I'm just letting everybody know that unfortunately that story is not true of those 2 girls. But what I will say is this: I'm going to continue to post as much as I can regarding these stories that come out. I'm grateful for everybody that has given me the information as well. I went and I fact-checked it, and the actual Kerrville News retracted their story. So wherever they were getting their information from was not true. So again, I want to thank everybody for letting me know that, and I take accountability for whatever videos I make. If it's not correct, I will correct it. And at this point, we want to continue to pray. As of right now, 7:37 p.m. Central Standard Time, the death toll has risen to 79 people, between 79 and 80. There's 2 sources that are reporting 2 different numbers. One saying 79, the other one is saying 80. Nonetheless, we want to keep all of these families in our prayers.